There, better. Okay. I know you're a protected species, and I guess are roasting over here. See, they dig burrows, and that's underneath the fence. Very Shawshank of you to fly. The time you fly, you're done being nocturnal. It waddles away. Duck. It's just endless. Endless of you guys. What the heck? Okay, I know. Okay, I'm not going to chase you because you go right into the wall. The tortoise, rather. I think an African spotted those things. Tortoise comes in here because it's been no wind and very hot, seeking shelter. So I bring up his little bowls. Make sure he gets something. How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Okay, it's Friday, it's chore day, and that means things are gonna get crazy. I didn't think anything is happening, but I have to go. My mom has an appointment. It's her birthday coming up, and people are going to be coming. This is the vlog, little news. But a little vlog, a little news, and I'm going to do what I'm going to call meta production. Meta production is, the in-between bit. I'm going to show what I do a little bit. My little legacy. in case something happens, I don't know. But, so in the morning, I use my phone. I do the camera on my phone and take pictures of the sunrise. So this recording is kind of timely in that if I miss the sunrise, that's like tough. The sunrises are a little bit later because the seasons are switching. The days are getting shorter. So it's getting that my timing. And then when the days are long and the sunrise is early, I have to wake up early. So I'm actually now an early riser because of that. And I get to see the sunrise and stuff. And I was doing news, and I still kind of do news because it's, I teach history, and they go, current events, and it's good to be abreast of, especially since our recent times with
misinformation, disinformation, this campaign foo-foo
has gotten off the rails, and now the ex-president is in court. I mean, he's a convicted. The guy's going down. That's just kind of matter of fact. So there's controversial little things, and of course when disasters happen, it's difficult to make fun of disaster and tragedy, but it sure is a puzzle. So that's content. This is an OBS studio, so this little insert, and when this is working well, I gotta have like only a 30-second insert because the OBS, it's free, OBS.com, whatever, look it up. OBS, just search it, it's easy. It's a free thing. You can do little recordings like this onto video. This is what I do. I do a recording and then I edit it afterwards in an editing program. And then I put little lights up here, and I have my little black light here, which definitely shows up with certain materials. The black light will, So there's little choices of cheap lighting. These are like very inexpensive lighting things, and I just knocked over my fan, which is an effect. I have this little teeny fan that doesn't make much sound, and a little wind, little windmill that's supposed to be scaring away birds out there, but it's not really effective. Isn't that nice? Thank you. Why are you telling me all this? These are just little things I'm throwing in there. I don't know. I'm just kind of laying bare. This is what I do. I'm kind of trying to actually be encouraging for other people making stuff on their YouTube stuff. YouTube is, everyone's like thinking of it money maker. It's not a money maker. It's never been a money maker for me. I never made a one red cent. my friend, but that's another story. He's started, and then anyways, he's doing it strategically, like business major, and he's gotten, anyways. But he knows how to do things like that. But so there it is. And then I have the online paper, because I started off getting this paper in the morning, and I would show, hey, look, you can test COVID and travel to Hawaii on the airplane. It was the news story, so I read it up in the newspaper, and that's what got me reading newspaper stuff. Now it's my watch. I got this watch. It like does reminders, and oh my gosh. And just get in front of the camera. Don't care what you look like, and don't care about mistakes. Just kind of roll with the flow. Say something about something, like I'm doing right now. I'm not saying anything about anything really right now, because I'm going meta. Not like the company, just like meta as in like metacognition. How do I think? Not I think, that's cognition, but how do I think? What's the process of thinking? That's the metacognition. Yeah. This is how. And then this OBS Studio has little things you can change scenes. You can also stream with this thing. That's what it's mostly used for, these streaming. But I just found, and you go on YouTube, and there's little videos, how to YouTube. And so I can change if I don't knock my microphone. See, I use an external microphone, and my camera is external. It's a webcam that you plug in on the top of the computer. My computer's right here. Oh, see, computer's right there. Look, that's kind of weird. It's showing live, and I put it on a tripod and position a little kind of composition there, and it's all messy. And you can do special effects, like so you can hold onto the tripod and go earthquake, extreme close up, and of course mess up that. And so with this OBS, as I was saying, you can change scenes that can transition into the next scene. So I have a next scene which is capturing off the webcam of the newspaper. So I have the online newspaper, and I scroll it around. I mean, you probably figured most of this stuff out, but whatever. So I'm going to look at the news. I haven't looked at the news really. I mean, it peaked. It's like in a couple of days. So I'll watch the news on TV a little bit. I do that anyways, and try to make the news not so. And another ding ding on my guts. My Toastmasters is one. There's a Toastmaster person that goes crazy with the text message thread. It drives me crazy. So there's a wildfire disaster, and they're finally going to reopen in a couple days. And they don't want to be gawked at by people visiting going, did your home burn down? Did your home burn down? This lady's going, she keep asking me if my home burned down. So it's like, just be conscientious of people there with visiting. They want people to go, but they don't want to be like, oh, so, and it's like continually reliving the thing. So it's a bizarre thing. And then there's the side buttons for the online paper. It just goes through the sections of the paper, like don't vape because little kids will vape, and it's like, oh look, it's an ice cream flavored vape. Oh boy, I'm gonna have some 2-year-olds are vaping. They're breaking ground for more. I don't know. I just read this stuff and comment because it doesn't see. And when you have like, oh, thank you for the view. Why wants to tighten up tackling before game? Okay, yeah, and a little current, yeah. Because the UH Football Warriors, they definitely want to be the winning guys, and they're not winning yet. They're sort of like battling to win. So it's, I don't know who's been playing. I saw a couple games. I do honestly like the football game. It helped me when I was last in the hospital recover, because I had the little TV. I was watching, there's the only thing I could watch was football. Well, I mean, like the only thing, everything else, there's like a million channels on the hospital TV. And the only thing that was digestible was football, so I just watched a bunch of college football. And this guy has a baseball bat. Nice angle from the top, right? Okay. And oh yeah, the writers. Oh my God. The writers are no longer striking, so it's difficult to. Well, it can get inspiration from them, but it's difficult to outdo, the professional writers behind those guys. So back in the day, I got my little things, and it's right in the newspaper. They show old pictures in 1988, and this guy's standing in front of Diamond Head. This is like Diamond Head Lookout? No, wait. Sandy Beach. Okay. Oh. Okay, this is guys. Save Sandy Beach Initiative Coalition stands at the... Oh, there's a blowhole lookout near Sandy Beach. There's this whole coastal area. They call it Kaiwi, which is the bones. I guess because it was barren, Hawaiian names. Because they actually name it like all the bones, and it could be because the burials and bones. And there's Sandy, and you go across over here, and it's Makapu. So that's like right past Hanauma Bay. And see, I try to include a little bit of, hey, yeah, this is Hawaii, and this is the places. If you don't live here, if you already live here, you know this stuff. If you don't live here, well, you know, get a little glimpse. Just like if you watch old Hawaii Five-0, classic Hawaii Five-0 with Jack Lord. You look in the background, and they're in Kalihi, and then they turn the corner, and they're in Makapu. We don't have a road map. They don't know the GPS. And and then I started reading letters to the editor in a different voices. I figured I'd try to do magically be talented and do voices. You know, so I'd read it in a voice up. So here's a political cartoon. I miss the days when everything was unprecedented and uncharted and never before before. Yeah. It's called marketing. There's billions and billions of dollars in this thing called marketing. You know, when you have the package of your old Cheerios, and then there's new Cheerios. It says new and improved Cheerios, and it's the same old Cheerios. They just changed the package. They're doing that with campaign, and it's already $1 billion industry. It's psych operations, psychological operations. So it's all psych-op campaign. Don't get me started. So there's like many political views to choose from, and they build a bridge over the Alawai. And I have a problem with talking too much because Shakespeare and Toastmasters. So I have a timer, so I make a joke about the timer. Oh, the bells of St. Mary, like, you know, what do you call it? The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Okay, let's do one of these. Should we read it in a different voice? I'll try to do David Attenborough. See if I can do David. Trump should... Right, first the headline. Trump should be sanctioned for threats. And then I'll go back in the editing program and clip that and put a little effect. Just cheap effects. Like, these are just cheap effects, but they sound fun. Shouldn't Donald Trump be charged with contempt of court? His behavior in court is a nuisance, a disturbance, and way out of line. Judge issues gag order after Trump's post about court clerks, Star Advertiser, October 3rd. I tried to do a little robot voice there because I clipped that and I add a effect on it. Why is he exempted? He was warned numerous times of his behavior and threats. The judge should not put up with it and... let me read. The judge should not put up with it and should take action immediately and impose a penalty. Being a former president does not give him an excuse to do what he wants. Anybody else would be charged with this sentence in any court of law. John Keala Wainai. And then you go, thank you, John. Thank you, John, for inputting, because it is somebody else's input. And when you thank other people, it makes you look like you have some type of empathy as a host. Mongoose Max has empathy. So anyhow, the Trump, and then do a comment, whatever comment. Trump, but I would say Trump is doing whatever he wants to because there's a political base, his voting base, that kind of follows him like a cult leader, cult of personality. And he developed that through appearing to be a billionaire. So everyone wants to listen to whatever the billionaires say. And because everyone wants to be rich. And then they're listening to him and he's developed this cult. And it was egged on. He used all the marketing skills. And it's just a nightmare because now he's got this cult of personality. And QAnon and all that stuff, it was leveraged by a general that he fired. It was like leveraged with part of the campaigning thing. What does QAnon say? Vote for Trump. That's what QAnon. Oh, yabba dabba do. I do whatever you say. It's turned into a lot of that. So now they believe that JFK Jr. is coming back from the grave, and my God, how do people believe these things? I don't understand. It's really quite a phenomenon, but it can be a dangerous phenomenon with Trump because he tells them, Proud Boys, time to get them, and people will take action, and people's lives get endangered. January 6th, people died. So, can he do whatever he wants? No. He is under the rule of law, and he's finding that out now. And the court system is not fooling around. But the court system is still in fear of this base. Because look at O.J. Simpson. He was guilty. But when they put him in trial, there was riots in Los Angeles. And Judge Ito was, the judge in the OJ trial is like crying up on the bench. Crying. The judge was crying because he had to deem him innocent in a criminal double murder trial. And he's crying because they couldn't say he's guilty because there would be a gigantic Los Angeles riot. So that's what the cult of personality can do, where Trump can do a lot, but that is not going to be that much of it's going to be somewhat of a function, but not as much of a function. So eventually that guy's, you do the crime, you do the time, and I'm talking too long. I didn't listen to my little timer. So that's a little meta behind the scenes, and then I'll press this button here and go, aloha, because you have to have a sign off. But aloha, and I mean it. Thanks for watching. Little tidbits of meta production. And gotta go run and do errands. So aloha for today. In the OBS studio working. Oh, look, I got sunrise. Oh, see Maui in the background. See the pine. Oh, look, it's a silhouette of Maui. How's the sun? Okay. So nice. Okay. Aloha to you.